Let's go for it, bro. Just go for it, bro. Everybody, welcome to Keys to the Jet Podcast. I'm your host, Red. Day 2, episode 2 of the 30-day episode a day, episodes per day, day. That's it. That's what's going on right now. We got a lot to unpack in this episode. Potentially, maybe I've packed stuff. Have I packed stuff? No, I haven't. But you know what? We're going to go through a lot of news today because there's a lot of news out there. World War III. We're going to World War III. Dude, I didn't even need backups for that. I can write a song called World War III. You want to hear it? Here we go. We're on the brink of World War III, on the brink. World War III. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We bombed Iran's nuclear sites with bunker busters. Dang, that's pretty cool. Man, bunker busters in Iran. A lot to unpack today. And you know what's funny is, dude, I bet you if we were to go and we were to look at like one side, we could look at the Democrats, and we'll look at the Republicans on the other side. I bet you there's two different stories. One goes, hey, look at what we did. We'll blow shit up. We got boner. On the other side, they say, hey, why you do that? Our boner go away. Why you do that? Crazy, dude. Like I said yesterday in the episode, the world is going crazy bonkers. Bonker crazy stuff. And I didn't want to get into political stuff, but it talks about airplanes. Talks about military airplanes, right? Where they were like, hey, man, check out those B-2s going over to Guam. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. And everybody's like, oh, my God. Those B-2s, fucking, they're going over. Why are they going over to Guam? What's over in Guam? Shouldn't they be going close to the mid? Oh, they're going close to the Middle East. Oh, my God. They're sending everybody carriers and blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, this morning, they're like, hey, so guess what we did yesterday afternoon? While everybody was paying attention over here, guess what we did? We just fucked up Iran's fucking nuclear stuff. It's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I bet you. Let me pull up here. Let's start off like we normally do. Let's start off with this day in aviation. Let's start off with this day in aviation because it's gonna be great. All right. Actually, I'm not sure what happened today in aviation, but hopefully some cool stuff did. Oh, the last of 744 Boeing B-52 Stratofortress bombers. Stratofortress bombers, B-52H, is rolled out of the Boeing plant at Wichita, Kansas. On 22 June 1962, the last B-52 ever made, was rolled off the line. Dude, that's pretty crazy, man. The B-52 is nuts, bro. But it wasn't involved in yesterday's bombing, was it? No, because it's grandpa's. It's a grandpa's airplanes. It's not stealth. It'd be crazy if they made the B-52 into a stealth. That would be a lot of money. Lot of money. We're gonna make a video on the Boeing B-52H Stratofortress. I think it'd be pretty cool to make those videos. Let's see what else here. Something about a Mirage, a France airplane. Nobody cares about those pieces of shit. The world record-setting North American aviation P-51 Mustang Thunderbird. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. But P-51 Mustangs are fucking rad, dude. Sorry for the silence there. Trying to get over this. Trying to get used to not saying and and then keeping stuff silent for you guys, because I know that people don't like that. Dead air is not good, and if you just practice on talking all the time, then you'll be able to talk, and you won't be able to say right? Hey, you know what? Nothing really happened this day in aviation, so hey, get over it. All right, let's go to Air Force Times. Whoa, okay. The Air Force Times. No, this is a top story here, dude. Here, I'm going to talk like a reporter too, okay? Should I start doing like a keys to the jet? Like, not only do like my normal episode where I'm talking about something like a history or something like that, but also do a news episode throughout the week, because fucking shit's crazy right now, dude. Anyways, how the U.S. bombarded Iranian nuclear sites while avoiding detection. And this is off Air Force Times. This is not me. I didn't write this. I didn't get this off Chat GPT. I'm just reading this for you guys, so you don't have to read it. I'll read it for you aloud, so you hear it from me, and I'm reading it to you, so you guys don't have to read it. So you just trust me on what it's saying, because it's technically it's them saying it, not me. This is all coming from them, but I'm reading it for you, so you don't have to read it. So you can rest your eyes, you can kick back, open up your favorite monster, or open up your favorite beer, or right now I've got water. You got water because I'm gonna get some workout done here in a bit before I have to go to sleepy. Hold on, let me get some water. ASMR. Did you guys hear that? I hope you did, and then I hope it soothed you. All right. Back to the story at hand. It was an unprecedented attack, years in the making, with some last-minute misdirection meant to give the operation a powerful element of surprise. U.S. pilots dropped 30,000-pound bombs early Sunday. Excuse me. Pardon all my sniffing and shit. U.S. pilots dropped 30,000-pound bombs early Sunday on two key underground uranium enrichment plants in Iran, delivering what American military leaders believe as a knockout blow to a nuclear program that Israel views as an existential threat and has been pummeling for more than a week. Man, American sailors bolstered the surprise mission by firing dozens of cruise missiles from a submarine toward at least one other site. Dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, U.S. officials say the plan was characterized by a precision strike that devastated the Iranian nuclear program, even as they acknowledged an assessment was ongoing. Now, where do you think they got that? You think they went to Chat GPT and was like, hey, Chat GPT, give me a cool title for an operation where we destroy stuff at night? And it was like, no problem. Let me tell you. Operating. Ching. And then like a little receipt came out, and they were like, this says Operation Midnight Hammer. And then they showed it to President Donald Trump, and he was like, this is the greatest. I understand I don't do a great impression of him, okay? Oh my God, this is the greatest, most excellentest, most title for an operation ever made, and I did that. Don't tell anybody that ChatGPT came up with this. I did this, okay? So don't tell anybody, okay? Okay. For its part, Iran denied that any significant damage had been done, and the Islamic Republic pledged to retaliate. Taking off from the U.S. heartland, B-2 stealth bombers delivered a total of 420,000 pounds of explosives, aided by an armada of refueling tankers, fighter jets, some of which launched their own weapons. Wow, maybe it was an F-22. Maybe an F-22 launched some weapons, and they have more than just a fucking balloon kill. Maybe they have more than just a fucking balloon kill. I don't know. Be crazy, right? Kind of a crazy stuff going on. But yeah, so they bombed the shit out of them yesterday. That's on, remember, Air Force Times, okay? We're still going to go through. Oh, this talks about Pentagon leaders hail. Pentagon leaders hail successful Iran strikes, but wary of retaliation. And here are the bunker buster bombs used on Iran's Fordo nuclear facility. Oh, they even go in and talk about this shit. The shizzle. Shizzle. Damn, there's a lot going on, dude. There is a lot going on. All right, let's go over to, this is called the War Zone. We're going to talk about some land. You know what we'll do is we'll go air and space. Okay, because we talk about aviation. All right. Talk about that stuff. Here we go. Latest. We just talked about this one, sort of. B-2 strikes on Iran. What we know about Operation Midnight Hammer. Updated. The mission has been in contingency planning and rehearsal for many years. It included assets from below the waves to space. Man, I hate ads, bro. And they show pictures and shit. There's like holes. There's like holes in the ground. It's like what's that movie with? What's that movie where is it called Holes? Where he's like, I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. You keep on digging. Oh, let me play it on my. Hold on, let me find it on my phone here. So that way you guys can hopefully hear it. Oh, here we go. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. Man, that's what the holes look like. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and Chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, U.S. Air Force, Kane have now briefed TWZ and other reporters on the historic strikes in Iran nuclear facilities dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer. You know what? I've heard that Iran, so far. Sorry, I get fucking such a cool song. I wish I would have come up with that song, dude, but I was born way too late, you know? I couldn't get away. Yeah, anyways, getting off track here. Sorry, you guys have. Let's see. Iranian ballistic missile hits. Was that today? That was not. You know what? they're not really going to have anything on this here. They're not really going to have anything on here pertaining to any of this. So we could talk about, let's talk about this. Let's talk about North Korea sending Russia thousands of workers to build Shahed drones. Shithead drones. North Korea is reportedly sending tens of thousands of workers. You want some more water ASMR? Does that soothe you? It doesn't soothe me. If I had a Monster, I'd open it right now. Or a beer. But I don't. North Korea is reportedly sending tens of thousands of workers to Russia to help produce attack drones, learn how to use them, and support reconstruction work in the Kursk region. The claims reinforce what the head of Ukraine's spy agency told us in a recent exclusive interview about the growth cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow, which you can read here. I don't want to read there, but that's fucking crazy. Who would have thought? Ronry, he's saying, I'm so Ronry. And then Vladimir Putin is like, hello, you're so lonely. Why don't you come over here, huh? Have some vodka? I don't do very good impressions of either of them, but okay. I bookmarked these 4 channels just to see what the fuck they're saying. And just to see what was going on. And I also went to ChatGPT and had him write me like some like fake news stories or whatever about people. And it's funny. It's funny because it did it. I'm also probably going to create a fake ad right now, a fake real sponsor for this episode, or maybe a couple. Inappropriate fake ads for Keys to the Jet podcast. Now, see, you're seeing this, you're hearing this in real time. I'm going to create a few inappropriately funny fake ads for Keys to the Jet podcast. And let's see what they come up with. Woo. They came up with some pretty good ones. So they came up with some pretty good ones. So if you want to stick around for a second, here's a word from our sponsor. Hi. This episode is brought to you by Ramp Rat Recovery Cream. Because if you're not covered in grease and regret, are you even a real mechanic? After a long day of breaking your back under the belly of a fighter jet, you deserve a little relief. Just rub this stuff on your knees and junk and pretend you never had a social life. It's scientifically proven to not make you feel worse. And that's a start. Use code Back to Black for 10% off your first jar. Back to Black? And your back pain might be a distant memory. So might your swamp ass. If not, well, welcome to life as a mechanic. And back to your show. Wow. What a great sponsor. Thank you. Ramp Rack Recovery Cream. That's to help you with your back pain and stuff. And knees. Remember, it's not service connected. It never was service fucking connected. You fools! Ha ha ha! Anyways. Let's see. What else? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, since we're back, we're gonna go to these. I bookmarked like the major news chat. Excuse me. I bookmarked the major news channels because it'd be cool to start doing like a current events news type thing every week for Keys of the Jet people, just to stay just to do something a little different. You know what I mean? It's not political. And I'm going to show you both sides. Right now, we're going to go to Fox News. See what the fuck they're talking about. Oh boy. So let's see. No, I want to read it. Now, I guess we'll share a screen, huh? Here we go.
Israel, too, not slowing down. The IDF reported today dozens of fighter jets were involved in a range of attacks all across Iran. Israel says they will continue until the job is done. And one more note about the scene here in Tel Aviv, Trey. Israel's still playing it careful. They are not allowing schools to open. Offices are not open to workers, and gatherings of people are limited to just a couple of people. All this because of that, as we have just seen, ongoing Iranian threat. Back to you.
Greg, thank you for your reporting. Let me ask you this. I mean, obviously, Israel is on high alert. Iran still has some
okay,
capacity.
so apparently, and I'll go back here. Iran fires ballistic missiles at Israel after Trump warns Iran against retaliation. What else is going on? There's Trump hits. Okay. Hello. Let me see if I can share this screen here. That we like. Okay.
Good evening, Brett. The vice president said today the U.S. received some indirect messages from the Iranians, but the next 24 hours would show which direction things were headed.
Yeah, they hinted about regime
if a new
change
post
or some
from
shit.
The president and reported moves by the Ayatollah signal that Iran is planning to double down.
President Trump posting to Truth Social, it's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again,
man.
why would...
A lot of stuff going on. You know, regime change. I mean, and Russia wants to get involved too. You know, Russia says countries may supply nuclear warheads to Iran after U.S. strikes on key facilities. Dang, dude, it's just a lot of stuff going on, man. This world is going crazy, dude. Okay, so that's what they're talking about on Fox. There's nothing funny in here. No uplifting fucking shit here. Let's go to CNN. CNN, U.S. assesses damage to Iran sites as questions remain about Iran's nuclear stockpile. President Trump suggests regime change is possible. No one dirtier than Trump. Some Iranians urge a strong response after the U.S. Let's listen to this video. And it's a total like flip-flop, dude. You know what I mean?
Everyone's talking about how to get more
we're not
protein
talking
in their
about
diet.
Subway.
We'll stop talking
Subway
and head to Subway
Hey,
for
if
tons
you
of
sponsor
delicious
us,
protein-packed
I'll eat
foot
Subway
longs,
every
like
fucking
the ultimate BMT,
I'll
loaded
eat it
with
every day.
54 grams of
Here we
protein.
got some
Or the
ASMR.
All-Pro Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki, coming in at 58 grams of protein, all on irresistible fresh baked
I'm gonna
bread.
get water all over
And
my
now
microphone.
Subway MVP Rewards members can buy any footlong in the app and get another
Come on,
for just
dude.
$1.
I want to fucking
Get all the
skip
protein
you,
you crave
son of a
at a price
bitch.
you can't resist. Order now on the Subway app.
This is what happens when you share your screen early.
There still is a lot of public anger unloading here on the streets of Tehran. Thousands of people have come here to Revolution Square, first and foremost to criticize U.S. President Trump and to vow revenge for the strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. One of the interesting things that we're seeing on the ground now here is that it's not only conservatives and hardliners who are here, but also people who say they're normally quite critical of the Iranian government.
Even if missiles rain down on my head, I will stay here, she says, and I will sacrifice my life
They got a picture
and
of
my
fucking
blood
Donald
for my
Trump
country.
as a vampire, dude.
This member of parliament says a lot of those
crazy.
standing
He
here
looks
chanting
evil.
slogans against the
He looks
United
evil.
States may have been critics of the policies of the Islamic Republic. But today, all of us are standing in one line behind the supreme leader.
Dang, dude. CNN. Freaking crazy, bro. Bernie Sanders reacts to U.S. strikes on Iran during speech.
All right, let me conclude. This is a statement from Donald Trump, quote, "We have completed our very successful..."
Wow, okay. Talks about attacks and blah, blah, blah. So apparently, and let's go find this. Iran closes straight. That's right. This is from Forbes. I don't know if that's a fucking bullshit. Oh my God, come on. Okay. Apparently, from what I heard, they were like talking about this whole thing, and they were moving to close the Strait of Hormuz after the attacks. I guess 20% of the world's oil goes through there. So if y'all better prep up, dog, oil prices might shoot up unless we're using our own oil. But yeah, so just be on the lookout. What else is going on here? Oh man, we're about 30 minutes in. Let me take you to another let's take a break for a second. Go to another one of our sponsors. And now a word from our sponsors. Well, this episode of Keys of the Jet is brought to you by Blue Falcon. First ever meal kit made specifically for that one guy in your unit who's always rats people out for dumb shit. Tired of eating alone because you told somebody about some missing tool or missing pair of gloves? Can't make friends because you snitched on your shop for leaving 5 minutes early? Blue Falcon has your back, so you can stab theirs. Every box comes with a pre-cooked microwavable chicken sandwich, a betrayal, a side of guilt fries soaked in tears, and a dessert bar made entirely of crushed morale. And hey, each box includes a passive-aggressive note from your commander and supervisors that say, hey, man, we appreciate your integrity, but please stop emailing me. Sign up now, receive a free reflective belt bib and coupon for one free counseling session with mental health that you'll totally never go to. That's Blue Falcon Meal Kits. You don't need friends when you got accountability. Wow. Thank you, Blue Falcon Meal Kits. Thank you. We love you. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. This has been a great episode of current events. Let's see what's going on. Everybody's all freaking out. Hey, man, go to war. We're going to war, man. We're going to war. I actually haven't heard anybody say that yet because I haven't actually talked to anyone. But, you know, I'm just going to put it out there. That's going to suck. That sucks if we do. I mean, if we don't, cool. If we do, that sucks. Right on. You know what, guys? What else? You know what? I want to tell you about a little project that my friend and I have going. We're called High Desert Outlaws, where we put together well, actually there's a couple things that I want to show you guys. So we put together metal and we put together EDM stuff all in one. I do the metal, he does EDM. And then also I came up with a song yesterday and it's like a reggae song. And I want maybe your guys' opinion on it. You could tell me what you think. I don't have any vocals to it yet because I'm getting it, ready. Hold on. Whoops. The file is a bit too large. The size limit for music tracks is 30 megabytes. Okay, so I can't show you. Maybe if I cut down the reggae track a little bit, I can show you guys. But here, check this out. Check this out. This is our song called Tokyo Drift. Tell me what you think in the comments or whatever. Let us know if we fucking suck or if it's okay. And I mean, if you like to go, listen to it, download it or whatever. We have it on SoundCloud. So yeah. Tokyo Drift song playing. Yeah. you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? I'm going to put it in the background playing so it gets stuck in your head. I'm going to play in the background so it gets stuck in your head a little bit. But yeah, that's our song called Tokyo Drift. Our group is called High Desert Outlaws. You can look us up on SoundCloud. I think we got a Facebook profile. Not much going on with it. Not much. This is our first track. We got some more stuff going on. But yeah. What else? First off, I'd like to thank all my ramp rats that have been around for a while. You know who you are, ramp rats. Gregory, the mayor, Freaky Freeland, fuck you, Cody, and of course Goodyear. And I've heard Goodyear had to get new tires this weekend, which sucks, dude. Man, he was on a roll. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. I also like to thank everybody who's been listening, been a part of this for the last 2 years. Is it going on 2 years? Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for a while, man. It hasn't been 2 years. I think it's been almost 2 years. But we're steady going strong. And if it's your first time here, if you're like, damn, this dude talks and just talks and talks and talks and talks. Some days I just get on here and I don't even know what I'm talking about. And I'm not even feeling it. But then I have to push through to give you guys what you deserve. You beautiful fucking people out there. Yeah. So I know the world is going crazy right now, but hey, man, let's get along. Let's love each other. Right? Let's fucking break bread. Right? Love one another. It makes the world go round. Or, if not, peace through superior firepower, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? Right on, guys. All right, listen, we're almost at the 40-minute mark. This is day 2 of 30-day episodes, and I'm gonna freaking try to push to get one out tomorrow, even though I gotta work. I'm still gonna make it happen. All right, I love you guys. I'm gonna let this play a little longer so that way you guys are like, holy shit, this is freaking awesome. All right, I love you. Bye, I'm out of here.